Welcome to the Transum Podcast, a monthly roundup of the new features on the transum.org website, providing mathematical puzzles, games, learning activities, and the ever-popular mathematics lesson starter of the day. Here's your host, John Tranter.
Happy Christmas! This is the December Transum newsletter coming to you with lots of festive cheer and good wishes for the future. So let's start with the puzzle of the month. Has to be a seasonal one, of course. So we have two people, Noel and Mary, and they received some Christmas presents. The number of presents Noel received was a power of 3. The number of presents Mary received was a power of 2. The number of Christmas presents they received were consecutive numbers and less than 10. How many presents did they each receive? Well, you'll probably arrive at a first answer fairly quickly, but there are actually 4 different answers to this month's puzzle. Can you find all 4? So giving you a bit of thinking time, the answers will be at the end of this podcast. Give it some thought.
You are listening to the Transum Podcast.
So let's start off with the new items that have been added to the Transum website over this last month. Now, although they're not a new idea, mini whiteboards in class are really useful. If you've never used them, the idea is that each child has a little whiteboard, the teacher can ask a question, the pupils write down their answer on the whiteboard and then hold the whiteboards up so the teacher can see them. And it's much better than asking everyone to put their hands up, because straight away you can see what everybody in the class is thinking, and then you can focus on particular pupils accordingly or go on to the next question. Well, the fact is that classrooms these days are more likely to have computing devices than they are to have little mini whiteboards. So this new application on Transum, called the Mini Whiteboard, allows pupils to write on the screen of their iPad or using the mouse or with their laptop, and then hold up the screen so the teacher can see, and it has much the same effect. So it's a simple idea, but I hope you find it useful.
You can find Transum Mathematics at www.transum.org.
I'd like to say that I'm really surprised that the broken chessboard puzzle has been completed by so many people. The puzzle is an old one, first made popular by Henry Ernest Dudeney, 1857 to 1930, who was an English author and mathematician. The puzzle appears in his book, The Canterbury Puzzles and Other Curious Problems, in 1907. I thought solving the puzzle would be too difficult for most people, but I've been proved wrong. Congratulations to all those people who have earned a trophy for finding a correct solution. I was quite surprised. The starters for the 6th of March and the 4th of December have both been replaced with new ideas. The first is the goat grazing situation I've used for decades to introduce the topic of loci. The latter challenges pupils to imagine a dice reflected in 2 mirrors, 2 perpendicular mirrors. Quite a challenge for many. The number of printable worksheets available on the website, and which are available only to subscribers, is rapidly increasing. Even in these days of high tech, it's a good idea to provide variety in the learning experience with more practical activities, particularly relevant to some maths topics. Finally, I would like to say how much have I enjoyed a new app that I downloaded to my iPad. It's called SumMaze, I think that's how you pronounce it, and has been produced by MEI. It's perfect for Year 12 students who need practice with inequalities, the modulus function, indices, logarithms and primes. But it's also useful lower down the school. But certain sections, of course, such as the logarithm puzzles, would be inaccessible to those students. solving the thoughtfully constructed puzzles brings an enhanced understanding of the basic mathematical concepts in a fun setting. I'm currently stuck on the final level in Fermat's room, so any suggestions gratefully accepted. If you are having problems thinking what to write in your Christmas cards that you're sending to your maths teacher colleagues, there's a clever idea in this month's newsletter. So go to the website, look at the menu at the very bottom of any page and click on newsletter, and you'll see a cool thing for maths people to write in their Christmas cards. Okay, that's it. Here's the answers to the puzzle that was posed at the beginning of this podcast. The answers are: Mary received 8 presents and Noel received 9 presents. That's the answer I would expect most people would get quite quickly. But the other 3 answers involved indices such as 1 and 0, giving Mary received 2 presents and Noel received 1 present. Mary received 2 presents and Noel received 3 presents. Mary received 4 presents and Noel received 3 presents. So it's being a bit creative with your indices, using the ones not normally thought of. But those are the 4 answers anyway. I hope you enjoyed that and enjoy using that with your pupils. Have a really great Christmas, a wonderful holiday, and all the very best for 2016.
Thank you for downloading and listening to the Transum podcast. You can find the website at www.transum.org, where you're welcome to use all of the activities absolutely free, or jump in with both feet and become a Transum subscriber.